Good evening. This is Think About It Thursday, and my name is Henry Dotson. I'm glad that you were able to make it tonight. This is the last Thursday before Christmas. So I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, and hopefully you've gotten everything together for the holiday. I know I haven't, but I'm hoping you are further along than we are. I'd also like to say that we've gotten the weather reports, and it says that most of the United States, at least those parts that are east of the Rockies, that they're experiencing severe weather, um, storms, snowstorms, winds, all types of things because of this polar blast that's come down. And so we just want to let you know that we are extending our thoughts and our prayers to you. Hopefully, if you're trying to travel, that you have started your travel early and that you get there safely. And for those the rest of you, that you would just stay put and be safe and do the things that you need to support yourselves there with this harsh weather. We, on the other hand, are in Pasadena, California, so we don't have anything really to complain about. So I'm not going to um, share with you our weather, but we don't have anything really to complain about as far as that goes. And so our hearts and minds are turned towards those of you who are experiencing these difficult weather conditions. So, anyway, this is Think About It Thursday. And the topic for this Thursday is let me see if we can bring that up. Is we want you to think about your need to sound a call to arms for help at the onset of your cancer journey. Is there anything holding you back from asking for help? So, those of you who know what a call to arms is, then I don't have to share that with you. But for those who don't, it is somewhat of a military term. It's got this notion that you need to arm yourself because you're getting ready to go into battle. And so a call to arms is just that. It's letting those who are going to go into battle, it's calling them to arm themselves so that they will be ready to go into battle. So on this Think About It Thursday, we're asking that you think about your need to sound a call to arms for help at the onset of your cancer journey. The second part that we want you to think about is there anything holding you back from asking for help? So, this gets back to the notion we've talked about it a little bit before earlier this year about asking for help. That we talked about not being afraid to ask for help, not being too proud to ask for help, not being embarrassed to ask for help. We talked about those things before. And so at the time that there is a call to arms, it means that you're telling people that you need help. You need help because you're going into battle and you don't want to go into battle alone. And so you're asking for them to join in the battle and to arm themselves before you go into battle. So that is the Think About It Thursday message that we have. And as usual, this is the lead up. This is the lead up comes from the week before when we had things on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And so we want to take a look at what that is that we said on the Monday. And on Monday, we raised the question that, hang on, I'm kind of dialing there as I speak. Um, that it's a simple message on Monday, and that was that the Monday mindset was that I must sound a call to arms, and it helps to view your cancer journey as a battle. After you've shared the news of your cancer diagnosis, it is time and you have kind of settled into realizing, yeah, once you've gotten beyond the shock of the fact that you have cancer, or if you're a caregiver, the shock of hearing that your loved one has cancer, and you've kind of settled after that initial shock, and you've decided on who you're going to share your news with and when, then it's time to sound a call to arms. Here is where you let your family, friends, and loved ones know what role you would like them to play so that they can prepare themselves for the journey and for the battle. One of the people that you will call to arms is the person that will be your primary caregiver. All of the others will play some role, some support role. And it's at this point where you ask for help. So again, I encourage you, we've encouraged you this way all this week to have a mindset that you must sound a call to arms to rally and organize your personal support team. So hopefully you read that and you had that mindset as you were going through this week. And then on Tip Tuesday, we put out a tip, which is usually a quote that we have from someone, and let's see if we can discover what that quote is. On Tip Tuesday, um, let me see if we have the quote. I think we do. Let me just make sure. On Tip Tuesday, just pop that up there if we don't have it. My technical assistance folks are kind of scrambling to make sure that it's that it's there. Um, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so the tip for Tuesday is the time has come, my friend. This is your call to arms. There will never be a better moment to tip the scales in the right direction and keep them there for eternity. So, this notion that if you're the one that has heard this call to arms, this is on the hearing side of the call to arms, that it's really speaking to them, and it says that this is the time has come when you hear this call to arms. So, this is the opportunity for those people who are going to be part of your support team. This is time for them to get involved. And when they do, they will tip the scales in the right direction, which we know that is the direction for the best outcome of this journey, and keep them there for all eternity. Now, all eternity may seem like a long time, but remember, it's the things that we do now that will be remembered. The things that we do now for the benefit of others is the things that will be remembered for all eternity. So when they hear the call, this is the time to tip the scales in the right direction and keep them there for all eternity. Hopefully that makes sense. And then on the Wisdom Wednesday, we had the scripture that we normally provide that is relevant to what the whole thing is going on for the week, which in this case is a call to arms. And this week, our scripture for Wisdom Wednesday comes from Judges chapter 3, verse 27. And it says, when he arrived in the hill country of Ephraim, Ehud sounded a call to arms. Then he led a band of Israelites down from the hills. So this is an example in the Bible where there was a battle that was supposed to take place. And when Ehud stood there before the battle, he made a call to arms. He said to everyone that this is time to gird yourselves and get ready to go to battle. And you see in the scripture, he sounded the call to arms, and then, so then means after he made the call to arms, and the people, the Israelites, responded to his call, then he led a band of Israelites down from the hills. So they were going on the offensive and they were going to attack the enemy. So this can be seen as a analogy to what we need to do for our cancer journey, is that before we get involved in the battle, there needs to be a call to arms. And once the call is made, then we're looking for those to heed that call. And that's what our tip was on Tuesday. The time has come. The time has come to heed that call and to tip the scales in the right direction. And once that call is made and the people answer the call, then it's time to lead that band down into the battle. So that is what the scripture is telling us in this week. So again, that leads us to our Thursday, and we reiterate the question. After the time has come, we reiterate the question, and that is to think about your need to sound a call to arms for help at the onset of your cancer journey. Is there anything holding you back from asking for help? So as you think about that and you've meditated on the need to have a call to arms and have that mindset that you need help, we want you to think about that this Thursday. You were not meant to go into this battle against cancer alone. You were not meant to go in there all by yourself. That you are to have others that are going to support you and go into battle with you to have the best possible outcome. So, the question is, not only have you thought about your need for help, but it kind of begs the question, is there anything holding you back from asking for that help? And again, there are situations where some people think that they don't need any help or they don't want to ask for help. And so at the same time that you are meditating and thinking about your need to sound a call to arms for help, you should also be thinking about anything that's an obstacle to making that call. And oftentimes it's the fact that you really are struggling with the need to ask for help. So, with that, I hope that this gives you something to think about on this Thursday. Once we have all of this together, then we'll move to the next step of this cancer journey, and that's the point when we'll actually will start to engage in the battle, or how we move into this unknown area of cancer, this cancer world. Now that we have our our call made and people who have answered the call, and we believe we have ourselves ready to enter into that battle. Now, this doesn't mean that in the future, as you go down this battle, you won't have to make that call again. Some people are there for the long haul, and some people are there for the short haul, and that's fine too. But as you need help, you need to have that mindset that you have to do a call to arms, because people won't know that you need help if you don't ask. And when you do ask, you have to have something specific for them to do. So, again, think about it and think about where you are in your cancer journey. Have you done these things? Have you thought about it? Have you taken action? So, I hope that you have. And I hope that this finds you in a place where you're able to internalize this and to take action on it. And until next time, this is Henry Dotson on Think About It Thursday. And we look forward to seeing you next week. And again, have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you again next week. Take care. God bless, and goodbye.